What's happening, family? Blessings to you. Why you didn't leave the car running so I can enjoy some AC? Come on now, you supposed to think for everybody out here.
You're right.
Hey, people, though, listen, man. Just because everybody keep asking me, man, let me tell y'all. This is Jay-Z shit. Man, the world has so many beautiful distractions. It's ridiculous. Entertainment is the most beautiful distraction ever created, man. Like, for real, for real. Like, entertainment is, like, just... It's super escapism, and it doesn't matter. Like, entertainment completely itself, like, don't matter at all. Like, it does nothing. Jay-Z, the moves he make, on a larger scale, I've never been affected by anything Jay-Z's done in his life. Never been affected by anything Jay-Z's done. I enjoy his music, but I've never been affected by one of Jay-Z's business moves, one of his political moves, his family moves, what he eats, thinks, drinks, shits, does, lives. I've never been affected by that. So that's why I call this Jay-Z versus shit that matters. You know what I mean? Like, what's really going on in your life, not Jay-Z life? I don't care about him and Robert Kraft and the communication that they had that they left Kaepernick out. Because Kaepernick is a millionaire. Kaepernick got a big-ass check for doing nothing. I mean, I ain't going to say doing nothing, but taking a knee. You understand me? Like, if I can get a check for taking a knee, I want that. You understand me? If I can get a check for just chilling, I ain't never stood up for the national anthem in my life. You understand me? I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. If anything, the man cleared off. The man did amazingly well for himself. I don't feel sorry for Kaepernick not 1 second. The man got millions of dollars for doing an honorable thing. Like, to me, that's like the best thing on the planet Earth that you can live for. It was never about him or his job. You understand me? Now, if you really care about social justices, then you will support those who are at the grassroots and who are at the foundation and who are doing all of the incredible work for social justice. You understand me? But culture, the reality is this. Culture and entertainment runs the world. You understand me? Nipsey Hussle had a great quote, and he was saying how he said technology revolution is going to be ahead of the spiritual revolution and the compassion revolution, and he said that's where culture steps in. And you know, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, or Mr. Louis Farrakhan rather, always talks about how the spiritual or the hip-hop or in the culture and the people who do entertainment are so important because they are the ones who are going to lead the sheep. They are the ones that people are going to pay attention to the most time, especially during distraught times. So why you think that people go and meet with these rappers and these entertainers? Because they understand that people don't want to be led by shepherds now. People are being led by wolves. And that's the reality of it. But see, when you led by wolves, eventually you get eaten. And that's the problem with it. You know what I mean? Because it's to capitalize off your followership, not to lead you into a better position. So when you have people that's really out here working to lead you in a better position, you look at them, the shepherds, you understand me, like they the wolves, and you looking at the wolves like they the shepherd. But that's because you're looking through the eyes of a sheep. Like I said, man, when you get to the level of making billions of dollars and controlling billions of dollars and rubbing shoulders with, you know, old white men who billionaires and things of that nature, your reality is changing. It's dictated by different decision making. The way you import and size information is different. The way the average person living on a medium income is going to be the important size and decision making. If you can show me the direct correlation between Kaepernick, your life, and the NFL, then I'll pay attention to anything that you're talking about. If you can show me a direct correlation between Jay-Z, decision-making, his family, and anything he do to your life and your success, then I'll start looking and I'll start caring about any of those things that happen. We got to stop making the gatekeepers of our culture the ones that we believe don't actually believe and benefit or give a fuck about our culture. Because at the end of the day, if I'm sipping the champagne glasses that's, you know what I mean, thousands of dollars, it's very hard for me to be able to relate and empathize with your situation on a day-to-day basis where you can only think from a week-to-week mindset and a paycheck. Because you got to understand this. History doesn't care about the sentiments of the people at that time. When a person is writing their legacy, and when you're looking at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years later as a move that a person made, nobody looks and say, I wonder what the people was thinking about what he did at that time. Nobody cares. The sentiments of the people at the time are never empathized throughout history. You understand me? So when you're making decisions, you make it for the long term. You're not making it for the short-term sheep thought. You're making it for that long-term legacy. A wolf is one who's willing only to live forever. So when you got that wolf mentality, you're doing things for legacy building, and you're building. You understand me? So you got to be able to discern that difference. You understand me? Nobody cares about the sentiments of the people. Get your emotions out of it and look at it from a business perspective. Look at it from a rulership perspective. Look at it from, if I was a billionaire, what would I be doing? And why would this be a smart move? Why would I want to get this back? Why would my mind and my thoughts shape a different reality once I start making different decisions? And then you take yourself out of that and you start thinking critical enough, saying that, wait a minute, none of this matters towards my life, my family, my legacy. How can I get to that point where people are complaining about my moves because I'm making these powerful moves? I want people to be complaining about Keys' moves. You understand me? I don't want Keys to be out there complaining about everybody else's moves. You understand me? Because that means you ain't making none. You understand me? I don't want to be a spectator talking about the game. I want to be in the game and people talking about what they spectating and what they seeing and what we doing and what you producing. There's a lot of great entrepreneurs and social activists and revolutionaries and paradigm shifters and solution-based thinkers that's executing, that's doers, that's curators, that's really out here influencing the culture every single day that they put their life on the line. So when you share a story about Jay-Z repetitively over and over consistently, you understand me, like you are his media agent, then what does that say to the other people, you understand me, that's been doing this every single day? They like, damn, I get out here every day. Ain't nobody ever said nothing about none of the moves I make. So what that wants them to do? They say, you know what, I'll just get into position like Jay-Z. Because those are the people that celebrate it. You understand me? When doing the right thing full time is not celebrated. Doing the right thing part time is the most celebrated thing. When you a nigga most of full time and then sometimes you take a break and you go do some good shit, you get celebrated. People love that. You understand me? If I'm out here pimping and I'm on some Too Short shit, and then one day I say, you know what, we got to start respecting our black women, and we gotta change the way people be like, damn, I fucks with Short. He finally learned. No, this nigga like 100 years old and he's still talking about pimping. You understand me? So it's like, I wouldn't give a fuck if he changed his tune at this point in time. I just respect the person that never sang the tune, or the person that realized it much quicker, or the person that advocates against it every single day. Those are the people that I respect, and that's who I tap in with. You understand me? You ain't about to see me out here celebrating people for being part-time good. I might give a fuck about that. You understand me? But there's a formula to it. See, I'm going to give y'all the game. Here's the formula, right? The way you impression the masses is directly through their emotions. When you can get directly into a person's emotions through comedy, through music, through entertainment, because people spend that much time with them. They laughing with you. They go through an emotional roller coaster, so they get deeply ingrained into your emotional mind. That gives you a lot of power over the people, which is why people love celebrities, people love entertainers and things of that nature. You understand me? And so we get to that point to where it's like, once you have that sort of deep cortic control over people, then you can shift them in a left direction or the right direction. You can get them in the wrong direction or the right direction. You understand me? Because you have to understand, people care emotionally about the problem, but there's no emotions tied to the cure. You got to think about this deeply. When we think about a problem, we are emotionally connected to the problem. So let's say, here's a case example, right? If a person tells you the words, somebody's advocating towards HIV, right? HIV is a terrible disease. You can think of a myriad of all kind of emotions that's attached to how bad it is, how terrible it tears people's lives up, everything. But if a cure came out, people would just be happy that the cure came out. But they, you understand me? But eventually that would die down real quick. The cure wouldn't get such a legacy celebration the same way the advocacy against the actual disease would, because the cure wouldn't actually have an attachment of any emotions. It would be like, okay, cool, if we do this, then it's over. You understand me? So it's like you have a lot of people who's curating the cure, but they can't emotionally connect it to you because it's such a logical thing. It's an intellectual thing. It's not an emotionally compromising thing. It's just something that's good for you. It's like, eating right, or, eating vegetables. Like a person can become a person is addicted to fast foods. A person becomes addicted to, my brother was saying how cheese is just as highly addictive as cocaine for people. Like sugar is highly addictive. You understand me? But vegetables are not addictive. But vegetables are the most good for you. You understand me? Alkaline foods are not addictive, because they're the best good for you. Why? Because they give you power over yourself. They're not out to control you. Those things that's out to control you, those are the things when we binge watch shows on Netflix, it's highly addictive. The dopamine in our brain, the signals and firing, and it's keeping us hyper excited all of the time. But listening to some knowledge that's actually solution-based and learning a business plan to go change your life, that's different. Complaining about a problem, that shit is addictive. Shit popping. Somebody give you the secrets to the solution? Not the same. Not exactly the same. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like, hold on, y'all. I gotta make sure something. This month, look at this. Look at this dog. That dog look creepy as hell. Oh, he got a collar on. He be alright. But he had like some little bluish green eyes. You know what I'm talking about? I had to make sure that dog ain't catch me slipping. But it's hot out here. I ain't know if he was hungry or something. You know what I'm talking about? Keys ain't about to get bitten up. Got me messed up. Whoop that dog ass. Or I was just gonna go inside, to be honest. I wasn't like go fight my dog, to be honest with y'all. I was about to walk right in. Yeah, this Debbie and get right away from that thing. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? The only thing y'all ain't about to see me out here is wrestling no coyote looking goddamn dog. You understand me? But you know, you gotta look the dog in his eyes, and then you can tell what kind of dog it is. If he look at you and he like, "What's up, partner? I ain't worried about you. It's too hot out here to be trying to bite niggas and shit." I'm like, all right, I get you, but I'm gonna still watch you till you get all the way away though. But he was like, "It's hot as hell. You got some water?" I'm like, nah, not really though. So he kept on going because he was panting. But then, anyway, man, I got my good brother out here, man.
Cheesecake.
You know what I'm talking about? We tapped in out here in front of Soul Vegan, man. It's the man. If you come out here in Houston and you don't tap into here, there's something wrong with you.
Hey, man, you gotta tap in.
It's hot as a desert out here, and it's really a food desert out here. So,
hey,
yeah, this the oasis.
Yeah, the humidity is down today. You know what I'm saying? Luckily.
Down for the desert, yeah.
That's what's killing.
He said this is down. I ain't got time for this, man. My molecules is sweating. My sweat is sweating. You understand me? My sweat starts sweating.
Like that Cali weather, man. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? Soul Food Week in LA coming real soon.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna tap in with that for sure. I'm about to hear more about that. But listen, man. I just gave y'all the blueprint, just gave y'all the game. Like I said, man, it's Jay-Z versus shit that actually matters. Pay attention to shit that pays you. You know what I'm talking about? If that ain't actually, you know, adding any value to your life and adding any power to your rulership, then I wouldn't give it too many thoughts. And I definitely wouldn't put a critical thinking session upon it.
That's wasted energy, man.
For surely. Play your game, run your route. Go find you a white boy and get some money with. Because he linked up with Robert Kraft, got his homie out. Robert Kraft's like, all right, I'm going to get him out. But then I need you for the NFL next year. He's like, all right, do it, but I got to put the social spin on it. All right, cool. He said, we both get the bag and Meek is free. That's exactly how the conversation went. Tap in, man. Y'all be blessed.